What's your view on constitutional laws, its importance, and current scenario with the judicial and legal system of India?
Well, you see, you must understand that laws are made to regulate the conduct of the subject, and subject are the citizens of India. India being a vast country, we have an uphill task of taking care of 135 crore people, probably the largest democracy in the world, and to have set of laws which should not be too many or too less, which have to be proportionate with the need of the society. And remember, the laws are made to regulate the conduct of the subject, that is the citizens of the country, society, and then they are to be protected. The constitution is an umbrella law which protects the rights and privileges of powerless citizens, and we are always fighting for the rights and power of the powerless, the poorest of the poor, the weakest of the weak in our country. Because rich person, it is not difficult to get justice, because rich people can hire the best of lawyers, rich people can tap all the sources in order to see that whatever sufferings he has could be done away with his power of money or muscle or whatever it be. But it is the poor who succumbs to injustice. It is the poor who becomes vulnerable to misuse of law, and misuse of law has been very high in the current years, and we find that the administration of justice is unable to protect this misuse, and also to ensure that those who cannot afford, you see, good legal representation are somehow protected from injustice, somehow prevented from the abuse of law, abuse of authority by the policemen or by their rivals or by their enemies, out of hostility, out of many other reasons. So it is in our country that the judiciary is the last hope. If the rulers, whether at state level or at center, are not able to protect the citizens with the help of law, then it is the court which is the last resort for a victim. And I am sure that administration of justice has always to remain above board, has always to command respect, and should be considered as the place where injustice could be minimized or eliminated. And I think the current situation in administration of justice being that since Supreme Court has also expressed its anguish, the 4 learned Supreme Court judges came and said that democracy is in danger, the constitution is in danger, and then there were controversies with regard to the working of the Honorable Chief Justice of India, the highest, sitting at the top of the judicial pyramid, which has caused a lot of concern, anxiety, and which has eroded to a great extent the confidence of the common people in our administration of justice. I think we have to rebuild it. We have to ensure that every citizen of India, from down to up, the highest, the most powerful, and the powerless, everybody respects administration of justice. Everybody has faith in administration of justice, for which we, the fraternity, legal fraternity, must unitedly work. And I think we have the best of the constitution which can match any constitution of the world, and we have the laws which are also quite adequate, quite effective. The only implementation, something is amiss there, the abuse of the agencies, the abuse by the cops, etc., needs to be checked. And I think once we successfully do that, our administration of justice would also be worthy of respect and confidence.
Thank you. Lastly, would you like to comment something on media activism and the role of an overzealous media in an ongoing sensitive
Well,
trial?
this is an extremely important question in modern times. We are finding that media, in order to commercializing the media and its working. There is a rat race of growing TRP and becoming more popular and attracting more commercial gains. We have seen that media has literally lost its path. Media is not supposed to interfere into criminal justice system. Criminal jurisprudence, criminal procedure has to be followed and respected by everybody, including media. We have seen a number of important cases where important people are involved, whether it be a Bollywood person, a politician, or a corporate person, or somebody of that kind. Then we see that media become overzealous, over anxious. Every aspect of investigation is being discussed and debated by people who are not knowledgeable in law, who have no experience about how delicate is the process of collecting evidence. When the crime takes place, FIR is registered, the investigation is at its threshold, media starts commenting, media starts premonitions and predictions and anticipations and all kinds of inferences and conjectures, which are adversely affecting the course of investigation. Remember, every criminal investigation is a quest for truth. The policemen or the investigating officers are expected to honestly collect evidence without bias, without prejudice, without personal interest, without any dictation from either political bosses or anybody else who is otherwise powerful. They have to serve the cause of law, they have to serve the cause of truth. If they fail there, the whole system fails. And media, unfortunately, is presupposing facts. Media is going a step ahead of the investigation, thereby polluting the entire course of investigation, which has to uncover truth. And the result is that what goes to the court later is the defective investigation. And if a defective investigation, dishonest investigation, untrue investigation lands in the court, the result is that justice is defeated. It results in miscarriage of justice. And it is a process which pollutes the entire system, and thereby it affects ultimately at the end the people's faith in our criminal justice system, which is eroded, which is destroyed. And I am appealing to all my friends from media, please, for the sake of your gain, for the sake of your benefits or advantages that you may draw, for the sake of your competition, don't ruin any criminal investigation. Let criminal law act independent of your interference. Let them do their job. You have a duty to, of course, inform people, but informing people also has certain limitations, also has certain guidelines. You can't interfere into investigation, you can't prejudge matters, you can't even, at times we have seen the media exceeding to the extent that they literally deliver judgment, which is totally fatal to the process of criminal investigation and trial. So I believe that media has to learn a lesson, media has to be within its limit, and media has to allow those who are supposedly under legal provision carry out investigation, those who have to hold trial, and those who have to give verdict. Thank you very much.